Good morning and happy Sabbath once again. This is like, I don't know, it's fun to say it every time. I don't see you, but I hope that you're watching this program with Bible stories. And it's actually the lessons for the primary class, but anybody can refresh their memory with the stories from the Bible, right? Well, today we're going to have the story of, here's Bible stories, and can you see that? It's about Noah's Ark. Okay? So I have lots of books that talk about Noah and his ark. First of all, I want to ask you, if mom asks you to do something, will you do it without asking why? Or would you need a reason to do it? And if mom asks you to do a huge job, would you even try to do it? Or will you just say, hey, that's too much for me. I'm only 10 years old or only, let's say 19. I can't develop something so big, right? You might say something like that. But Noah did not say that to God. When God asked him to build a boat, it was not a little boat like this, paper boat. Definitely not. It was a huge boat. And the reason behind this big boat was because people were getting so wicked and so bad. The things they were doing only 10 generations after the world had been created by God, only 10 generations had gone by when the people turned so bad that all their thoughts were evil, all their actions were bad. And I have been told by my mom that everything begins with a little thing. You start with a tiny little thing, and that thing becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. It's almost like your weight, right? Myself. I've gained 10 pounds so far. You start with 1 pound and all of a sudden you know it's 10 pounds. Well, in this time of the history of the world, the people began with little things that were against God's advice. And by the time that the generations had gone 10 times, the people were pure evil. So God decided that he was going to destroy the world with water. And he asked Noah to build a boat so that everyone who will follow God's advice, anyone who believed in God could be saved. And he will save at least the human race. Well, the human race was saved. But do you know how many people got in the boat? Who knows the answer? I'll tell you the names and you count. Oh, sorry, my phone. Okay, let's continue. The people that went into the boat were the 3 sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. So one righteous family got in the boat because these 3 sons had their wives. And Noah with his wife were how many? 8. Only 8 people. And that's all that got into the boat. Can you believe it? It says here that not even the uncles and the cousins, nobody else went. How sad. They had been created by God. They had all the stories very fresh. I don't know how many generations we are from the time of Noah, but it's way more than 10, believe me. And the boat that God asked Noah to build was so big that people say, estimate it will be a building at least 4 stories tall. And it'll be like a stadium, so big. I'm going to show you today how to make a little boat. This is a simple boat, okay? First of all, you have to have a square piece of paper. This you can do it in 1 second. It is a fun thing to do when you're bored. You can also write your memory verse on the boat. Remind the memory verse with the boat. So you just fold it in 4. 1, 2, right? And it's like a square. And then you take 3 little papers to one side. Fold it in. The other single little paper goes to the opposite side. Now you have a triangle, right? So this triangle, you open it up and put it like this. Then it becomes a square again, right? So from the triangle, you made a square. Then you turn it around, and these little flaps, this one has like 3 of them, and the other one only has 1. This little flap will be your little boat. Look how cute. This one says something here. Sharing health and hope for a better life. So you could write your memory verse here, okay? So this is a tiny little boat that we can make in seconds, right? But Noah had to make a, not this size, but a humongous boat. And he did it. He did it with the help of the people, with the help of his family. For years they built this boat until most people became disappointed. They felt that it's never going to rain. It hasn't rained in all this time. Why are we even building this boat, right? And it happens sometimes to a lot of people that get to know God. They're like, Jesus hasn't come since my great-great-great-grandparents. It's been since Adam and Eve that Jesus hasn't come. So why should I even care to follow what God says in the Bible, right? And they give up. And they figure, everything is fine. We live in California, sunny California. Nothing is going to happen. Even the earthquakes is nothing. But you know that? What happened now? A lot of people are trying to think a little bit more careful about what could happen. You know what is going on with COVID-19 or coronavirus, right? A lot of people are dying. A lot of people are sick. And some people still think that nothing is going on. So they don't do anything about it. But other people are taking care about themselves, covering their mouth, washing their hands, not going out too much, right? Well, we have many advice in the Bible on how to live a better life, how to share the love of God, how to do the will of God. God has a lot of advice that He asks us to do. And the memory verse for today is, teach me to do your will, for you are my God. And this is found in Psalms 143, verse 10. Once again, teach me to do your will, for you are my God. So when we say that we are Christians or that we love God, we also need to try to pray to God and ask Him to teach us, to show us what is His will for our life. Are we doing the things that God would do if He were in this world today? Are we reaching out to others to share the good news? Are we caring for other people? Are we working as a team like Noah did with his family? Or are we just, whatever I want to do, I don't care about the rest, right? If your mom asks you to do something, you do it because you love your mom or your dad. You don't just say, no, I don't like to do that, so I'm going to do my own thing. We need to cooperate as a family, as brothers and sisters in the faith of God. And so try to think about that as we are going through this time of difficulty and illnesses going around. And let's put things in the right place. And for a few lessons now, we're going to be talking about Noah's Ark. So if you want to play with a little boat, make it really big like this one, you're going to have to get a really big piece of paper or put 2 or 3 pieces of paper together, tape it, and then you can fold it again, and you can have a big boat. Okay? Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful Sabbath. And I'll see you next week once again.